Well, I certainly appreciate the enthusiasm, Connecticut. Good evening. It shows mute. I'm muted there. Got it. Okay. Presumably you can hear me. And here we are. Starfleet. No. A Romulan character. Or a Reman? Or a liberated Borg Romulan. Ooh, kind of like that. I'm going to be a liberated Borg Romulan. Well, we're going to be flying the Valkis, which is theoretically a science ship. So let's go with a science officer. You know, this actually gives me an enlarged viewing area, so you could call this a magnifying lens. We'll go with this one, though. That'll be our magnifying lens right there. Yeah. It's a joke. All right. Let's see. Start with that as our preset, but hairless, of course. Coloring pasty white seems pretty good. I hear jokes are funny, so no, nobody said anything. Borg infected Romulan 1. How about that? Skin type. Romulan. Base complexion. Aged. Definitely aged. Pardon me. Forehead detail. I don't think I need the scar. Eyes. Humanoid. Ears. Borg infected. Head attached type. 9. Eye attached. Well, what do we got here? We definitely want one of the eye ones so I can make my non-existent magnifying lens joke. Yeah, I think that one. The basics are fine in the face. But as is tradition, he's got to be a little chubby. Nobody likes to make their characters chubby, it seems, except me. Yep, you see, he's not... He's just well fed. That's all. Let's see. Uniform. Jacket loose. Oh, the vest is definitely the way to go. Got to be, you know, sexy. Caduceus, Caduceus, sorry, no. Oh, I like the long sleeve, I think, actually. Want to give him a wrist attach? Yeah, on the left arm. A little intel. That's true. The Hobbit players do often go with the chubby. As far as tummies go, that was not a reference to anything smutty, I want to be clear. How about the legless look? What do you think? Invisible legs. No, we'll go with pants. I actually don't know how to clip. You would have to do a quick Google on that. My attempts to clip have failed. Slightly more spiffy pants. Do we want a belt? Let's see. Don't really see that anywhere under the, doesn't really show up well under the vest. Captain Lens. And the ship name. Let's see. Because it's going to be big, and it has a magnifying lens in it. It's a macroscope. Thank you. I will do my very best to have a nice stream. The trait system has changed, and any previously selected traits have been wiped. Let's see. You've completed training with another officer. Let's go ahead and skip the tutorial. I have added Tovan Kev to my crew. The fleet.
Greetings. I am Sub-Commander Nadell, assistant to Commander Tamer. Please follow me to the commander's quarters. There is much to discuss.
If I could walk that way, I wouldn't need the cornstarch. That's the punchline to a very,
Commander,
very
our guests have
joke.
arrived.
Excellent. I'll get them up to speed. There is much to do.
I'll be glad to show one of you around while the other stays and talks with Tamer.
I'll take the tour, and then meet you back on the ship when you're ready.
And we're going to bust out our new ship, hopefully real soon now. Tamer. Looking forward. Get yourself down to the tailor. You can also choose to have your ship modified when you're done. Blah, 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 blah.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
I'm a lieutenant now, and I'm going to have an enormous ship.
Greetings. I hope all is going well.
What should I do
Step
now?
into the hall,
Step in the hall.
turn left,
Turn
and
left.
take the turbo lift back to the transporter room. Once you're down there, look for the tailor. Greetings. I have new orders for you.
Okay. Use the turbo lift. Who doesn't like making the noises of a turbo lift? It's just fun.
Your mini-map shows you where your objectives are.
It
An
sure
arrow will
does. That is a follow. Barnaby Bonbon Butter? Very nice. I myself have a character named Butter Bumpers, so I appreciate a solid Bonbon Butter name as well. I have one spiel only for follows, so here it comes. Prepare yourself. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. You're most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follow. Good evening. I have used Arc. I did do that. All right. I need to talk to what? Customize my outfit. Frankly, I'm fine with my outfit. The outfit looks okay. But they want me to talk to him. I'm fine with that. It's nothing fancy. Speak to Lieutenant Naya to customize my ship. Oh, I'm about to do that. But before I customize it, I have to claim it. I checked earlier and this was working correctly. Now it does not appear to be. Maybe I'm not of a level yet? I should be. I mean, this is the pack that I bought. And earlier I checked, I had boxes down here that I could claim. I claimed the 3 ships. Good evening. T6 Romulan. I can claim the Morrigu, and the Fate, and the Alal. What? It's not in the Legacy unlocks. Shouldn't be in the promos. Maybe I can just claim it. Oh, let's go to the next NPC. I checked earlier and it was working correctly on a different character. Customize ship. Continue. Give it a try. Customize starship. Right. Alright, there should be a vendor in here for claiming starships.
Remember, your objective locations can also be
Manage
found on your compass,
ships.
as well as your
Change
minimap.
active starship. I only have the one. Well, who's got the purchase? Who's got the purchase? Acquire ships. Get a new starship. Filters. Name. What the... What is the category? Pardon me, guys. My sound is low. I'll try and move it. It should be. It's a scaling ship. Purchased filter. Only purchased. Category. All ranks. I do not understand. I checked earlier. I honestly don't understand. So give me a couple minutes here as I try to figure out. I have played Diablo 4. I played it in the beta, bought it, played it at launch, played it in the first season, was really underwhelmed. Played it in the second season was a lot better. Third season was a disaster, and Last Epoch came out and frankly has made it look embarrassing, but they've made a lot of changes for the next big patch that's coming out. So we'll see. I'll probably play then, and hopefully the improvements will be significant. I'm really confused at the ships that I have access to. I mean, because I went out of my way to make sure that everything was working correctly, and it was on another character. I mean, I can use this tier 6 Gem Hadar. The Intel multi-mission, which is actually a very good ship. And the Dideradex. No, it's not my inventory. Those are the only things in the inventory. What I did earlier is I checked in Mud's Market. This is the pack I bought, but when I scrolled down here, there were 2 more boxes here that were available. And it was the 23rd century and the 26th century. Filters. No, it's not showing the Valkis at all. I'm going to, real quick, change characters. See if I can figure out what's going on. Alright, I know I claimed one of them on Lens Lark here. I'm sorry if my sound is a little low. I'm a little low energy today. So if I look at it here and scroll down, they show up. I don't know why they're not showing up. The thing is, if I claim them, they become character bound. Selecting from account-wide unlock. It's an account-wide unlock, so that is working. I just don't know why it's not working. I may have access to it, you know, after I do a particular mission or something. So exactly why I don't have access to it, I don't know. But regardless, we'll play through this then. I'll grab the Dideradex, I suppose. Just a quick double check here, make sure it hasn't suddenly magically appeared. Nope. We'll grab the Dideradex then because we can. This may only be purchased as part of the legendary Romulan bundle. Okay, I have a question here. This is the only supposed to show the purchased. In other words, ships I have access to. So why is it showing this one if I don't have access to it? Oh, cryptic, cryptic, cryptic. Yeah, it's not making any sense to me. All right, well, we'll just use what we've got for now. I don't want to spend any more time bashing my head against their cryptic decisions. See what I did there? It's a cryptic decision? Okay, this is changing, and this is to customize the appearance of the ship. We've got a lot of different materials to choose from. Reman. Gotta say, the Reman Type 1, pretty spiffy looking. Alright, now I have to speak with Titan. But from what I read, it is a leveling ship.
Hello again.
Hi.
Now that you're settling in, I wanted to speak with you about what our overall goals will be. We're finding more by the day. Some have already joined us, but others...
I'll return to my ship.
Sounds like we've got our orders. If you're ready, I can beam you back to the ship. However, before that, I need to ask a favor. I have a sister. Her name is Rena Kev. She and I were separated a long time ago. I want to try to find her. As we're doing our missions, could you try to ask about Rena? Thanks.
Sure. Boop, boop, boop. See if I can get into my pretty new ship later.
Most missions can be turned in remotely. Click the I.
And let me... I should hopefully get that blinking. Can't stand blinking. Let's see. Hail Tamar using the remote contact from personal mission menu. Like that?
All set to go, I trust? Good. There is a lot to do. Your first target is already under attack by the Tal Shiar. There's no time to lose.
Well, then we'll take care of it.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
You have just earned your first skill points. Click here to learn more.
I will click there to learn more.
Skills will increase your effectiveness in both space. Select any skill to see a full description of the benefits gained by purchasing it. Every space unlock power.
Projectile training, energy weapons, shield capacity. Well, we'll start with shields. Start advancing our science-ness. Being hailed by the Republic Command, sir. Purchase skills. Did I not purchase?
If we're going to have a chance at breaking away from
Do we have a
Sealand
ground
and
skill
Tal
as
Shiar,
well?
we need allies.
No.
There are a lot of little settlements like yours out there. We're in contact
Traits?
with some of them, but we're
Traits,
always
sir.
reaching out to try to make new alliances. I've heard that a group
Let's
of
see,
Romulans has taken up residence in a Suliban helix in the Beta Quadrant. I'd like you to visit them. Feel them out, help them if you can. But most of all, find out if they would
Pistol
be willing
training.
to join Detan in his search for a new homeworld.
Kit readiness. Acute sense, sure, why not? Space. The final frontier. Beam weapon damage. A couple for shields. Outgoing shield healing, maximum shield hit points, and there's also one for hull. Hull. Increased defense. Maximum hull hit points. There we go. I don't think we've got access to any of these yet. It's still blinking its purchase skills. Oh, I do have a ground point. Okay. Shields. That should be that. There we go. Accept the helix. Sure.
Greetings.
Click
I
to
have
order
new
your crew
orders
to
for
plot
you.
a course to your next mission.
I have to try one more time just to see. Oh, I didn't need to enter. Bingo. We just had to step out and step back in. It's the 26th century ship. We're going to claim that. We are going to open it. We are going to request the Valkis Temporal Heavy Dreadnought Warbird. We're going to use it. My clever macroscope name is already being used by me. Of course, the super macroscope. We come over, we need to go to the ship dude again. Yep. Use turbo lift. Oh, wrong. We went the wrong way. I went the wrong way. We, by which I mean I, went the wrong way. Yep. Right, and then in. So that you can now, will be able to see the magnificence of my Valkis, which sounds really dirty. There we are. I have unsaved changes. Save and continue. That's my new ship. Now that is a great looking ship. The windows, oh, I guess they do change. Type 3. Material it's currently in 5. Oh, the Riemann. Riemann 1. Oh, Romulan 1's nice too. Romulan 5, very cool. I'm going to go Riemann 1. Yep. Beam to my ship. I've wanted this ship for a very, very long time. And almost bought it like, I don't know, 4 months ago? Something like that. It was available. But... yeah? No. But at that time... the anniversary bundle was coming up and people were expecting that to be really good. It didn't turn out to be very good. So this time they offered, instead of just getting the Valkis, I got, for the same price I would have paid, I got a total of 8 ships. 6 of them are account-wide unlocks, including the Valkis. And then the other 2 are just any Tier 6 ship I want. So, we need to go to the Suliban Helix. Oh. It's so pretty. Now that's a lovely piece of ship design. Whatever my issues may be with Cryptic and Star Trek Online, the ship porn has always been just first rate, really. It'll be interesting to see what happens now that the team has been moved over to being under DECA, D-E-C-A. And a lot of the people at Cryptic have moved on and more are looking to move, so it's not completely clear how it's all going to work out. And of course, trying to get any useful information out of people involved is always going to be difficult. Am I near yet? Where am I? Not very near. Alright, we're getting close. And that's true not just for Star Trek Online, but also Neverwinter Online and Champions Online. Exactly what's going to happen with their moving over to DECA, while still being part of the Embracer group. They might have been better off moving with the rest of Gearbox under Take-Two, which was announced today. All right. Begin the Helix. That.
We've arrived at the Helix, but we're not the only ship here.
That's simply a boner-inducing
tall
ship.
Shi'ar
It
warbird
really
is approaching from the direction of the primary structure. They haven't raised shields yet, but their weapons are online. Wait, they're hailing us. Your orders?
To the person in command, be advised, you are in violation of Tal Shiar Security Order
I'm in violation of the Tal
63-R.
Shiar.
Your vessel is operating in this area without authorization. Identify yourself immediately, or your actions will be considered hostile.
What authority could you possibly have out here?
Tal Shiar has the authority to track down terrorists that threaten the Romulan Star Empire. no matter where they try to hide. And don't bother with deception. Our records indicate a warbird with your ship's designation was decommissioned years ago. We've already identified you. Stealing military property is a serious crime. Care to explain, Commander?
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
Care to explain? Oh, wait, you can't. Contact the
We plead
Helix.
for mercy. There are only civilians on the Helix. We don't have much more than we can scavenge from the cell ships. As we told the other Tal Shiar, there are no terrorists here. The Cabal are long gone. Take whatever scrap you need, but please stop taking our people.
We're not here to rob you.
Then why are you here? We don't have much to trade, and we don't want any trouble.
We're looking for Romulan refugees.
There are a few Romulan refugees hiding within the Helix. They said they needed temporary shelter and would be leaving soon. We meant no harm. How are we to know they are wanted terrorists? Please just take them with you and go.
We're not with the Tal Shiar.
Your actions speak for your true goals. If you help us by repairing the Helix arm structures, then we'll help you get the refugees to your ship. But hurry. We're in jeopardy every moment you remain here.
Let me launch a couple more frigates. We are not a fast-turning ship, however. We're a big ship, but not a very sprightly ship, let's say. They're about to give you refugees
More
for free a couple
Tal Shiar
seconds
have
ago.
entered the system. Please
Yeah,
help
well,
us.
we're the good guys, you know.
Romulan battle cloaking devices can be used in combat, but your weapon systems and shields are disabled while it is active.
Yes, but I don't need to hide from the Tal Shiar. Where's the other arm that needs help? Somewhere over there.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
My frigates, did they take out the first Tavaro? I think so. Looks like they're doing just fine on the second one. We'll get close to the other arm.
For the Empire!
Is under attack.
Did they blow up one of my ships? No, that was the first of the Tavaros blowing up. We'll reposition the second arm structure.
One more to go. As soon as Delta is connected, we can negotiate a transfer.
Nah. Who needs it? One thing I'm going to definitely need is... Oh, did they cloak? I think they did. Well, there's the third
More
arm
Tal
structure.
Shiar ships are entering the area.
Attacking enemies will build your singularity level. The higher your singularity level, the more damage it will deal.
You'll die for your crimes, rebel.
I don't think so. I did get stuck on the arm there for a minute. Is that everybody? Did we take care of everyone there? I think so.
Now that the arms are restored, we've located the refugees. They are being moved to a centralized location so you can get a transporter lock.
Kayan informs me that we're being transported to your vessel. We realize that we can't stay on the Helix, but we have no intention of being forced into servitude.
Yeah.
The Tal
That's
Shiar
the
already
Tal Shiar.
destroyed
You'll be
our
safe with
home.
Detan. You have my word.
We've heard of Detan. We've also heard rumors that he's plotting a revolt against the Tal Shiar. Going to him sounds more dangerous than staying here.
Would you rather stay and be captured?
I know I'm out of options. That doesn't mean I have to like it. I don't know why the Tal Shiar are abducting our families, but we can't afford to lose anyone else. How about I make you a deal? You personally guarantee that my friends will be safe at Detan's fleet, and I'll work for you. I've served
Sure.
as a science officer on multiple civilian vessels. I can help you. I can't run anymore. If I need
Is there
to
a
fight
woman
the Tal
named
Shiar
Rena
to keep
Kev
my
in your
friends
group?
safe, Rena Kev.
Thank
No.
you. Prepare to beam aboard.
All the refugees are aboard, but there's more trouble.
Defeat
A
the
Tal Shiar
IRW
battleship, the
Koval.
IR...
You are ordered to stand down.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
You are wanted for your actions speak for them.
I recommend using our cloaking device to get close enough for a sneak attack.
Ship is under attack.
Where are they? They're there. We're cloaked. The fact that we're an enormous freaking ship and we're cloaked. We're closing on the Koval.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Oh, we fired a little heavy plasma torpedo at him. Oh, there's another. I think those are coming from our frigates.
Target shield has failed.
Our pets. We have 2 hangars, each of which can launch 2 frigates.
Many locations allow you to click the Beam to ship or depart system.
My babies, my
Thank
little
you for
babies,
taking the
we
refugees.
annihilated them.
Tell them we're sorry. We simply have no way to protect them.
Do what you have to
Hopefully
do.
they'll we can't offer much, but I'll tell other Suliban that Detan's fleet is standing up to the Tal Shiar.
Thank you, Cayenne.
Cayenne closed the channel. He's right. They'll be lucky if the Tal Shiar let them live.
We'll leave the system. On our beautiful ship, our Valkis. It's glorious. The other ships
Certain missions allow you to remotely hail your contact
that
by
I got.
clicking on the hail icon
We'll
along
give the
the right
refugees
side
a good
of the mission
home.
tracker.
They'll be safe, and we'll do all we can to help them. This
So,
is just the start. We won't stop
For
until we're on a new world,
15,000
one of
Zen,
our own.
I get 500 a month, so that meant I hadn't spent any in at least 30 months. We got these 3 ships. We got the Valkis, we got the Klingon Dreadnought, and the Universe-class Enterprise ship, which is also enormous. I also got the 23rd century Dreadnoughts. These aren't Dreadnought carriers. They only have a single hangar. And then I got 2 Tier 6 ship chits. And I'll be able to buy any Tier 6 ship, which normally go for 3,000 Zen. One of those is almost certain to be the Gagarin, which is supposed to be a fabulous ship.
Greetings. I have new orders for you.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
And we have Satra has joined us. Crossroads at Craterus.
Many Remans settled on Craterus after the fallout from Shinzan's rebellion. While they were safe from the destruction of Romulus, greetings.
accept.
I have new orders for you.
I'm sure you do. So we now have torpedoes high yield. We have a tactical station and an engineering station, which don't have anyone in them. We have a science station, so we now have hazard emitters, which is really good, and tractor beam. Not great. Let's see. Next. Drop. I don't want to drop it. I want to hide it. Used to be, last time I played, you could warp to wherever you were trying to go. You didn't have to go slow travel, so to speak. But I'm not seeing that option here on the missions. Plot a course. I don't get it. Well, in the words of the great actor James Hong, when Kurt Russell, in the role of Jack Burton, says, "I don't get it," James Hong refers, "You were not put on the earth to get it, Mr. Burton." So, I don't get it, but I wasn't put on earth to get it. Oh, we got another point. We'll go with the energy weapons. What do we have here? So up in front we've got dual plasma beam bank, plasma torpedo launcher. In the aft we've got a beam array and a turret. We have an engineering console, PBAOE, 5-kilometer range, maximum current power plus energy transfer rate. 2 batches of Creole frigates, 2 hangars. Each has 2 frigates. And everything else is the usual suspects. But we do have this, which is a plasma torpedo launcher Mark II. And does more damage. We'll go ahead and equip that one there. Craterus. We will go ahead and activate. It's been a while since I played SDO. I must say one of the reasons is that I've gotten
are approaching Craterus,
increasingly irritated at the fact that they can't have a single press release without at least one mistake, and usually 2 easily found, easily fixed mistakes. Now, theoretically, the guy who does those things has a learning disability of a sort. So I don't hold him to blame. But somebody in the food chain has got to step up and double check the work. Because, for instance, they had the year wrong on the post that announced the sale that I just took advantage of earlier today. What class did I play in D4? I played all of them, at least a little. Mostly, I've played Sorcerer at release. I played, for the first season, I think I played Necro? Or Druid? I definitely played Necro, I think, in the 3rd season. Or sorry, the 2nd season. But I didn't play in the 3rd season at all. But I've at least dabbled with all of them. The one I've played the least is Barbarian. The most was Sorcerer. But I played a lot of Necro as well. Some Druid. A little bit of Rogue or Thief, whichever it is. Put the ship on screen. Hail the Remans. Open a channel to the Decimus.
The Decimus is too heavily damaged. They can't respond to our hails. They won't last much longer if we don't help.
Then let's help them. You can see my little ship there.
Press Alt and Spacebar to fire all weapons, energy, and torpedoes.
At this point, I would say it is because it's a more complete game. D3 at launch had terrible problems too. And it wasn't until they had their first expansion and completely redid a lot of the game systems that the game became very solid, even good, and one I played a lot. D4 is going through that right now. Their launch was rocky, their first season was bad, second season was a lot better, the third season was awful.
We'll follow your attack vector and provide support fire.
Yeah, the real money auction house in Diablo 3 was the real crap. But Diablo 4 is making a lot of changes for the next season. A lot. And hopefully, they'll bring the game into a better state. It has been in a disappointing state since launch. We expect more from it. A lot of people, the joke has become D4 bad. D4 is not bad. It's just not good. It's fine. It's okay. But it needs to be better than that. It needs to be better than okay. Now, theoretically, they're taking a bunch of ideas, borrowing. I don't want to say stealing, because that's not fair. All games, all artists, good artists borrow, great artists steal. So they are taking some ideas from the launch of Last Epoch and putting those into play, which I think is smart, because Last Epoch has done a lot of stuff really, really well. And they're basically trying to smooth out some of the
integrity.
Bumps and some of the gaps in Diablo 4. And if they succeed, and they can, the game will be in a much better place. Knock on wood. I don't want the game to be bad. I want the game to succeed. Just like MMOs. I want MMOs to succeed. Even the ones I personally don't like. Because the more successful games are in genres I like, the more games people will make in genres I like. So I want Diablo 4 to be successful, so other companies will go, hey, let's there are a bunch of good ARPGs, they're all making money, we can make one too, and make money. I will reinforce the structural integrity on the Decimus. And hopefully that same is true for MMORPGs. I want to see more companies willing to spend big money, which is what's required to make a high-end MMORPG.
Thank you for your assistance. We're continuing emergency repairs, but most of our major systems are offline. The Tal Shiar sent detachments to the surface, and our colony is
They plan to destroy your colony.
How can you be so certain? It doesn't make sense. They've left us alone for years. What would...
With all due respect, we've seen this before. The Tal Shiar destroyed our colony.
Screw them over with terrible revisions just a few years later. Well, that does happen with our MMOs too often.
When the invasion force arrives.
We've seen them happen. NGE. I'm sorry, I got something caught in my throat.
Invasion force? We aren't in any position to begin an evacuation. The head of our fleet, Obisek, and most of our ships are on maneuvers out of the system. They can't possibly return in time.
Obisek has the
Until
best
we
voice actor.
Communication
His voice
with the colony,
is amazing.
Our priority must be to protect the people on the surface. Find Zidane. He will help you.
Okay,
He
I'll
resides near
find
the
Zidane.
communication.
Zinedine Zidane? The footballer? We're all going to
Choose
beam
your
down.
away team for your next mission. Your choices for who will be on your away team will grow as you recruit more bridge officers.
Now, interestingly, today, there seemed to be an announcement about Guild Wars 3, unexpectedly, from an investors meeting with the CEO of NCSoft, where he said Guild Wars 3 was being worked on. They've clarified that now and said it's in the investigatory, not really, they haven't really started any work on it. But we don't know if that's accurate or he was accurate in what he said. We know that ArenaNet has been working on something for a few years. They've been hiring people, notably people with Unreal Engine experience. I didn't think it would be Guild Wars 3, and it now looks like probably isn't, but we don't know. I had thought it was going to be Horizon. Supposedly they were in the works for a Horizon Zero Dawn based MMORPG, and I had thought that was what they were working on, but it recently was announced that somebody else is working on that. So we still have no idea what ArenaNet has been working on for the last few years. Zidane is near the northwest, is to the northwest near the force field. Ah, yes. These annoying things.
What are those things? They don't look Romulan to me.
They aren't. Oh. Tal Shiar. Scan Riemann colonist. Boop, 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 boop.
Why are the Tal Shiar doing this?
Evil, pure and simple, from the 8th dimension. Whoop. Good shooting, guys. Yep. More of them. Tal Shiar. Bad guys. And that is Zinedine Zidane. Sorry, Zidane. My bad. Indeed, curse the fool who decided to play the Romulan story. Hey, that was me.
Thank you, stranger.
I wanted to make sure that
I don't understand why this is happening.
I got to
You're
fly a
obviously
Valkis
not with
the
Tal
first time,
Shiar.
finally.
Why are you here?
Commander Key sent us to help
Commander
you.
Kai.
Kai,
Good.
sorry.
Follow me and then explain what's going on. We should get inside the security field before more Tal Shiar arrive.
Right behind you. Boop, boop, boop.
Follow me.
If I could walk that way. Oh. For real, there you are. Father! I'm glad you're safe. Speak to Zidane.
We need to know more. It's clear that our colony is under attack, but why are the Tal Shiar doing this? Why attack Craterus? What are they after?
It's an invasion. They're taking Craterus.
There's no reason for the Tal Shiar to attack Craterus. We've been an established colony for over 23 years. We were given permission to settle here by Donatra.
Pardon me?
Why would the Tal Shiar attack a colony of their own people?
They didn't give a reason when they destroyed our colony on Virinat.
So the rumors are true. I told you, Father. The Tal Shiar have declared war on our people. They're going to kill us.
They seem more interested in abducting people.
It doesn't make any sense. We aren't a threat to the Tal Shiar. What do they have to gain? They can't do this without anyone noticing.
Worry about that later. We need to evacuate now.
Evacuate? We must inform the council. Who is going to listen to my order to evacuate? Obisek isn't here. He left Kai in charge. Why doesn't he give the order to evacuate?
The Tal Shiar knocked out communications.
That explains a lot. When we couldn't reach anyone, Slamek said he was going to check on the transmitter.
Slamek.
He hasn't come back yet.
It's too bright
we should
here.
Find him and see if we can get communications back online.
Is there any other way to warn the rest of the colony?
Without the transmitter, we'll have to start contacting colonists individually. The word will spread, but it will take some time. Obviously, something is going on, but I'm not the one to order an evacuation.
The fleet or the council?
The fleet or the council should
Start
make that
contacting
determination.
everyone you can. We'll check on the transmitter.
You'll need help. If you're going out to the transmitter, I'm going with you. Maybe we can find Slamek there.
We appreciate the help.
Farrell, you should stay here. Let these people handle this. We don't know the whole
Either
story.
way, we need to go.
Father, you can see what the Tal Shiar have done. These people need my help to get the...
Let's go. We need gear. Hey, weapons and armor.
Press the U key to view your status. This is your character. You can also view your... Equip your bridge...
There are many like it. This is your character. There are many like it, but this one is yours. Let's see. Currently, I have shields and 2 weapons. They just gave me 2 sets of armor and 2 weapons, so I could give them to my crew, or maybe use them on myself, because they seem like they're probably better. Plasma Pulse Wave Assault Mark 1, and an auto rifle. Slightly more damage, but that's fine. Oh, we're definitely going to use this. Oh, we do have an armor for ourselves. Okay. Oh, we'll equip that. This is a tier 2 personal shield. We'll equip that. We'll go to Tovan, who's our tactical officer. He's got a shield. He now has some armor. He now has a better weapon. Satra. Armor. Better weapon. Cool. Alright, we have to head in this direction. Where are we going? Well, we got more baddies between us and there. And we have our first loot drop. A technical kit. Tactical kit, sorry. Tactical. Oh, look. More. Couple more fat loots. Okay, not actually going to be fat. They will be loot. Not within range yet. There we are.
Watch where you're shooting. We need those shuttles.
Well, I wasn't shooting at the shuttles. I was shooting at the other thing.
We're gonna need a new plan.
We're gonna need a bigger boat. Another Eagleth drone.
Slamek, you're alive.
It's Slamek.
Vera, you found me before those things did. I tried to repair the transmitter, but it was pointless. As
Can
you
we
see,
bypass the
controls
transmitter
are-
controls?
Didn't you hear me? The controls are destroyed.
Slamek, you're not helping.
It's so bright here.
Set up a bypass relay. If it...
It's possible, but I don't think it would work.
We need to do something.
Try to set up a bypass relay for the control.
We'll cover you. This isn't gonna work. We'll never make it. Keep working, Slamek.
Where are those things coming from?
The Alachi, I think? If memory serves, these are the Alachi. I told you it wouldn't work. Shut up, son.
I told you it probably wouldn't work.
Let me try to contact Kai.
We should go back to my father and see if he...
Agreed.
Look up.
Everyone follow me.
Gotta get out of here now.
Look up. There it is.
What kind of ship is that?
That's the Alachi ship. Ships are big. Very seldom do you actually get a good look at the scale of ships, but that thing's Death Star, or not Death Star big, but Imperial Star Destroyer big. We're running, and we're running.
Now they're attacking here. We need to warn other colonies.
Hastoreth.
Believe it or not, that's what we're trying to do.
Assault. Sub-Commander Scientist. That's his name? He's Sub-Commander Scientist? That's not much of a name, really. Everybody still with me? Everyone remember where we parked?
Were you able to repair the primary transmitter? I set up a portable transmitter relay and gathered as many neighbors as I could.
We need to evacuate immediately.
Our security field is down and the Tal Shiar are attacking the
We can
colony.
beam everyone here
Hopefully
up to our
everyone
ship.
Understood. Please take Farrell with you. I'll take Slamak with me to help scan for survivors.
We'll rendezvous in
Father,
orbit.
I should go with you. It took me...
You'll be safer on their ship.
Beam up Varil and the colonists. That's a big ship, though. Gotta say. Good sized ship. Escort Zidane and Slamak to the shuttle. Also, it makes an unnerving humming sound.
Enemy targets on center.
Oh, and the Alachi Walkers, too. How very War of the Worldsy of you. Beam to ship. Okay, as soon as I get notified that I can beam to ship, I will beam back
We
up.
can
to my ship.
live without fear.
Beam out. 3 to beam up. Pardon, Eon. I'm a little low energy today. I had a lot to drink last night. But with the availability of the package today, I wanted to get in at least a little STO flying the Valkis tonight. I expect tomorrow starting at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. So about 7 or 8 UK time. Not sure which. New PoE League starts, and I'll probably be playing at launch.
The Decimus has engaged the Tal Shiar and is forming a wedge so we can get the shuttles to the beacon. The shuttles will be relying on us for protection.
We're in position and ready to make a run for the beacon. Is my daughter safe?
She's aboard. She'll be
I'm
safe.
making myself useful.
She's making herself
Don't worry,
useful.
my child. It was the first thing Slamak did. When we reached the beacon,
Oh, there's the nearest ship. Yeah, the Scorpion fighter.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target shield has failed.
Scorpion fighters. And we'll launch 2 more frigates.
Target shield has failed.
And it went kaboom. 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 Closing on a Mogai. Almost there. He appears to be running away.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shield has failed.
Only a few enemy warbirds remain. Protect the shuttles.
Scorpion fighter, and one more Tavaro. Accolade. Trouble for the Tal Shiar. Yes, I certainly am. Another Tavaro. Actually, probably the same Tavaro, just came back out of...
We've broken the blockade. All ships fall into formation.
You guys get out while you can, while the getting is good. Such a beautiful ship. Alright, that's a mysterious ship. That's the Elachi ship. Reach the beacon. Oh, okay. We have to reach the beacon. Sorry, the beacon. Turning slowly. It is a slow turning ship. It is not a spry maneuvering ship. That's for sure.
We're reading an unknown ship near the beacon. It appears to be a battleship.
No, we've
If
seen
it
similar
attacks,
ships
they're
before.
emitting some sort of passive scan.
I'm noticing the same power level variation.
Fire the burst on my mark.
Repeat.
Trigger the burst.
Sending proton burst.
Try to stay behind the enemy ship. It has a deadly frontal assault weapon.
We did it!
It's not exactly easy when it keeps jumping around.
Is it gone? Hail Ziden's shuttle. No response.
I've scanned the shuttles, sir. They've taken everyone. Everyone. Even my...
How? Did we miss something?
Logs show that a cruiser warped in during the fight with the battleship, stayed at long range, and then decloaked briefly. They warped away less than a minute later. Ugh, they must have taken the colonists from the shuttles while we were in combat.
I'm sorry, for real.
We have to go after them. We need to track their trajectory and follow them. They could still be alive.
Tovan, do we have any data on their heading?
Nothing. There was too much interference from the battleship. I wish I had better news, but we have more pressing matters. The Decimus is hailing...
We're aware of the situation, but we have set a course for the rendezvous point immediately. There are other Remans there who will need our protection. After we regroup, we will have time to fully understand what has happened here. And to mourn our
Join
losses.
Detan's fleet. We're stronger together.
We appreciate the offer, but that isn't my call to make.
8
I'll
together,
relay your
strong.
order to Obisek and the rest of the fleet. But for now, I think it would be best if we go our separate ways. When we understand...
Good luck, Commander.
I don't need anyone's permission. I'm coming with you, and we're going to find my father. In the meantime, if you expect to keep a ship this old from blowing apart at the seams, you're going to need an engineer. Good thing I'm here.
Welcome aboard.
I think we've done everything we can here. We should report what happened to Tamer.
That's just a good-looking ship. I'm sorry. It's just a really good-looking ship.
We will reach out to the Remans, but it will be difficult to get over centuries of mistrust and abuse. Perhaps if this Obisek is willing to speak to us directly, it might make a difference. I know you did your greetings.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Level 7. And projectile weapon training.
There is a space station in the Gasco system that we think would be a fine addition to our group. If they agree to join us, we will have an addition. Greetings. I have new orders for you.
Right. We're off to Gasco? Which, frankly, it sounds like a gas company. Alright, the ship. While we're en route, let's do a little bit of comparison work. Let's see. Plasma dual beam is doing 266. This is 223, but a much larger firing arc. Gotta use your fingers when you make a firing arc. Yeah, there's a much larger firing arc. I think we're going to replace that with that. So that's 236.6, and this is 226. Shield batteries. Weapon batteries. Looks like actually that's an improvement over what we're currently using, so we'll swap it. This appears to be slightly better. Slightly better. Slightly better. And I guess this one's probably slightly better too. Yep. What about the shields? Better. Alright, we've got gear. We got an engineering console, a little bit faster turn rate. That certainly won't hurt. These impulse engines are actually even better. This is what, science? Shield power setting. Slap that into a science console spot. Oh, it's an engineering. Well, we'll move this one down. It's universal. And move that. In there. Alright, I think we've got everything set aside in just the right way as we close in on our next mission. You can enable or disable the astrometrics if you want. I have enabled them. The Gasco system. Not to be confused with the Lando system. Lando's not a system. Begin Gasco Blues.
We've entered the Gasco system. According to our intelligence data, the Empire built this station in the late 23rd century, but abandoned it later when the region was no longer strategically.
Approach and hail. Launch our frigates.
Getting docking codes now. They've opened a channel.
Put them through.
You are cleared for docking.
Let's go, guys. Everyone, stay icy. Don't know why I said that. It's loading. Why is it loading so slowly? I don't know. I mean, just because I run it off an 8-inch floppy disk drive. $5.25-inch floppy drive?
Welcome to Gasco Station. Our commander has assigned Tobal to escort you.
Hi, Tobal.
Good to have you here. We heard about you from the people who lived at the old Sulivan Helix.
I think that's the voice
The
of
station
Obisek.
commander has requested that I escort you to his office. Are you ready to go?
Actually, I'd like to talk to some colonists first.
I don't see anything wrong with that. But you should know, however, that the colonists here are happy with the way things are. You'll have a hard time trying to convince them of your cause. But
Is
you're
there a
welcome
woman
to
named
try.
Irina Kev on this station?
Irina Kev? No, there's no one by that name on this station.
Thanks. I'll check with the colonists. I'll talk to a colonist. Hi, colonist.
Do whatever you want with the Tal Shiar. Just leave us out of it.
Okay. Somebody's in here. Talk to the lead scientist.
Are you crazy? The Tal Shiar would wipe us out in an instant if we fought them.
You're with the Tan? Look, I don't want any trouble. I can't talk to you.
Fight the Tal Shiar? No thanks. I like to keep my head attached to my shoulders. I don't think it's that much of an improvement, frankly.
We don't want any trouble. Please, just leave us be.
Yes, they don't sound frightened at all.
Look, I'm a doctor. I'm not interested in this war, especially if it means more people in sickbay.
Hearts and minds speak with colonists. I don't like how the Tal Shiar do things, but I can't see myself fighting them either.
You're crazy if you think anyone wants to fight the Tal Shiar.
The colonists here aren't eager to fight the Tal Shiar. Well, why would they be? You might have better luck talking with the commander of this station, though. He has more backbone than most of the people around here.
Frankly, they sound like a bunch of chickens. Ah! Engineering. Odd fluctuations. Everything's checking out. Is it though? Is it really? Who am I supposed to talk to here? I can't talk to any of these people here. Go through engineering level to get to the administration level. Oh, well, maybe I don't actually have to talk to anyone. I just have to go through. If memory serves, we end up having to fight our way back through here. If my memory serves. Been a while since I played through the Romulan storyline. Hey, please, you have to help me.
You're going down to the administration level, right? I think my brother's being held down there. His name is Hiven. He wasn't doing anything wrong. He talked back to one of the new guards yesterday, then he was thrown.
His brother was making insane accusations and causing trouble. He kept saying that one of the guards was with the Tal Shiar. That guard's entire family was killed by the Tal Shiar. He didn't appreciate it, and a fight broke out. Now, both the guard and this man's... The commander's office is just ahead.
Lingerie, pet supplies, power tools. Nice fashion. I like the sort of hanging thing he has over the light. Pretty cool.
Welcome. It's good to meet you. I've heard so much
Well, he
about
sounds
the
like a bad
Tan's
guy.
fleet and their fight against the Tal Shiar. I know you're here to offer us a chance to help, but perhaps there's a counter-offer you'd be willing to hear.
Counter-offer? Yeah, we kill you all.
So good to see you again, my friend. It's time for us to talk.
And by talk...
Surprised? You've been one
it's
step
Hakeem.
ahead of the Tal Shiar, but now your time has run out. Gasco Station belongs to us. Soon the Helix will be ours as well. Your little... Don't resist. Make this easier on all of us. You and your crew will spend some time in our brig. But if you do as you're told, you could be released. Maybe even work with the Tal Shiar.
No, Adar, come with me.
There's
Tal
no
Shiar
reason
are wrong.
for them. As much as I would like to believe you, what hope does Datan have? You and your group have no government, no real laws, no place to live. The Tal Shiar can give me and my people all of that and more.
I can't do that, Adar. I won't stop fighting.
We should free any prisoners, and then get out of here.
Ah, please don't kill me. Can we kill him? I would like to kill him. I will. You betrayed us. And now you won't be betraying anyone ever again.
Use the B key to toggle between shooter mode and RPG mode.
Never liked the shooter mode. I know there are people who love the shooter mode. Think it's much, much better. Hi. Disable the prison controls. Force fields. I'm hacking. You can tell because of the
Warning.
boop 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 noises.
Intruders present in Gasco Station. All personnel, please
Speak with
seek
Hyven.
shelter.
Hyven.
You're with Datan's group. I heard about you. My name is Hyven. I'm the only one left who will stand up for what's right. And look where it got me.
Don't worry, the
Tal Shiar took
super
over the
super
station
microscope.
a few days ago. I think it was right after you guys helped those.
We have
people
one to
of
beam
yours.
up.
We've got a problem. Someone in the station activated a magnetic shield.
Grab a weapon, Hyven.
We
You're
want
with
some
us. Weapons, weapons, weapons. Ooh, a kit. I have my
Equip
kit.
a kit to gain new ground combat abilities.
And I now will have the ability of medical tricorder for healing people.
Press C to crouch. Crouching.
Crouching? Why do I need to crouch? I'm a standing tiger. Hidden dragon. Right back to the transporter room. Engineering.
Brother!
They killed Hyven's brother.
Let them get away with this.
Press X to aim your weapon.
Aim? Aiming? Who needs to aim? Where I come from, we just shoot them dead. I was right, I did remember having to fight my way back through here. It was also right that the guy in charge of this, his voice made him sound like a Weasley traitor type. And sure enough, he's a Weasley traitor type. Main level.
You can revive fallen bridge officers with...
Yeah, I know. Lots of them around. Lots of them. Laying down suppressing fire. Ooh, catfish sandwich. Now I'm getting hungry. Shield. A hypo. Oh, he knocked me back into the explosion. That was tactically sound on his part. I gotta give him that. Flaked blood fleas. Okay, the catfish sandwich sounded way better. Captain Erlimus. Everyone want to target him, please? Ivan seems to be frozen in place.
That was for my brother.
That was for his brother. More items. Hail ship. Prepare for mass transport. Well, after we grab this other piece of loot, obviously. Medium hypo, so I'm only medium hyped. It was a joke. Boop, 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 boop. We want to help Titan. All right. We're gonna let you help.
We need to get everyone back to the ship. There are enemy vessels inbound.
Beam to the ship.
Trapped them.
Boop, 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 boop. We do a lot of booping around here. Loading again. Not sure why it's taking so long to load. The entire game is installed. It's on an SSD. I can only assume it's taking them a while to spin up the server instance for the fight.
So you've escaped.
Warning.
How interesting. You really do intend to take this as far as you can, don't you?
You're next after this.
Getting out of here may be tougher than I thought with the tractor.
Target's shield has
And I
failed.
thought the rumors of you defeating the Tal Shiar were just that. Never been so happy to be wrong.
Alright, that's the first of the Tal Shiar ships. Got a couple more warbirds coming in. But my ships are on them.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shield has failed.
Oh, and that's my heavy plasma torpedo. Which, yeah, took care of him. So I switched to the other one.
bomb.
What battleship is it? A Dideradex? Dideradex, an extraordinarily sexy ship.
Titan's rebellion is doomed.
You think you can actually win?
There it is. It is a Dideradex.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Oh, and he's got a heavy plasma torpedo headed right to his midships. Nice. Yeah, that didn't help. Oh, another one. Oh, that's not going well for the Dideradex. I'm so sorry about that. I feel really bad.
That'll
I'm
show
over it.
those tall Shi'ar what happens when they cross us. If I see that Hakeef again, I'll make sure he loses more than an eye.
Okay, Hibben, that was really convincing. The voice work in cryptic games is iffy. Sometimes it's really good. Especially when they bring old Star Trek actors back, which they do pretty frequently.
I can't thank you enough for the help back there.
No, you can't.
I don't...
Let's leave the system.
We had to expect this eventually. The Tal Shiar are actively moving to stop us from gaining more followers, and even Hakeef is involved. The bat greetings.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Late. And Hibben has joined us. We can train our bridge officers in new skills. That is something we would want to do off stream, as it's time consuming. Basically, you have to buy the skill book if you want to change the skills they have. They then learn the skill, and then you have to change the skill. So, for instance, the skills we currently have for our officers. This is Hibben. His default space skills are Science Team. His ground abilities are these. But he doesn't get access to the rest of his space abilities until he gets promoted. I think that's true for the ground abilities too, but I'm not positive. Should be, but I'm not positive. These are the traits he has. These are the stations. Tovan Kev is our tactical officer. Viril, engineering. Satra, or Hiven. Hazard emitters, really good. We'll keep Satra up for now. We also have engineering and tactical. 2 slaughters. The 3 slaughter is actually, he's a tactical something else option, I think. I don't remember. And this seat is engineering and another specialty as well. I don't remember what it was. Definitely engineering, obviously. Engineering temporal ops, temporal operations. And this is Lieutenant Commander Universal Command. So we can either put a command officer here or a tactical officer, or we can create an officer who has access to both sets of skills and mix and match the skills. The search for new Romulus.
Thanks to additional information from the colonists from Gasco and Helix, we've... Greetings.
Use
I have
M to
new
open
orders
up the map for sector space. You can click on a system to plot a course.
Galorndon Core. The Iconia sector. We're going to go right through the sun of the Dara system. Dara? Madeira. Have some Madeira. We skidded off the top. We could take another level. Shield restoration. No. And 5 more points, then it opens up the second tier. That happens at level 10. I think. Might be higher. Anyway. And what these do is they give you an improvement to your skills. This is energy weapons, projectile weapons, shield capacity, shield restoration, so shield heals, hull capacity, and then hull restoration. Plus, as you purchase points in blue, yellow, or red, tactical, science, or engineering. Oh, learned in core, we need to head over there. You get these go out and give you ability. So for instance, we got to here, and we got bridge officer training. New skills are available for our science officer and our tactical officers. Glorndon Core. Oh, scan.
Initiating scan. Now.
Launch satellite. Scan Gamma Aerodon system. What did we get? What did we get? Ooh. Flaked blood fleas. Just like Mom used to make. Science upgrade kit. Use the tech upgrade to perform a moderate amount of research on an item. It's on deflectors or science consoles. That's for increasing the functional level of an item. Deflector array, stealth, particle generator, and drain expertise. Training manual for tactical beam fire at will, also known as BFAW. One of the 2 primary beam attacks that you can learn. Along with beam overload. Beam fire at will is a very, very, very common build. Is basically you just stock up with beams of all of the same type, throw a bunch of consoles that buff the damage of that type of beam, and if you're on a ship that's a 4-4, 4 forward weapons, 4 rear weapons, they have an overlap if they're standard beams on the 2 flanks, and so you basically turn your side, you hit beam fire at will.
We can't get a clear reading from the planet that
there's a standard orbit. Put into beam fire at will, and all 8 of your beams, if you're only beams, most of the time you'll usually have a torpedo in the front at least, so 7 sets of beams will be firing broadside, buffed heavily with beam fire at will, and does a lot of damage. And that's sort of the most basic vanilla ship build. A whole lot of beams and beam fire at will. At least it used to be. Also, currently high yield torpedo. I prefer what Tova and Kev has in
Nausicaan ships,
third
dead ahead.
Tier slot.
They were jamming our sensors. That's why we couldn't get a clear reading on this area.
Torpedo
it's an
spread.
ambush. They're hailing
Nausicaans,
us.
huh?
Probably to gloat. Pirates like these only care about scrapping the ship for parts and selling any survivors to the Orions. Should I open the channel?
Romulans! Wonderful! It's been so long since I've had a chance to kill some of you green-blooded sneaks. Now show some garamba and fight like you mean it! You'll still die, but my crew could use the sport.
Keep telling yourself that, fool. Alright, we'll just have to destroy him then. There's our heavy plasma torpedo going right towards him, and we had to knock his shield down first, sadly. He's not paying very close attention.
More Nausicaans on the way.
More Nausicaans somewhere, presumably. There they are. Hi guys, how you doing?
We'll get a good price for yours, even if it's a
Thanks, guys. It was nice of you to
It's not
give us a little
Tal
warm
Shiar,
up.
It's the Nausicaans. What's next? Iconium.
No, the Iconians come later. My even favoriter ship than the Valkis is the Iconian Vanth, which I have one of. It is another triumph of their design team, the Star Trek Online design team. What do we get? Starship control expertise, some minor components. Is that a new singularity core? Mm-hmm. Upgrade. I think that's it for the upgrades. Yep. Next up is Dewa 3, and I think this is the one that ends up being New Romulus. Those of you who remember in the first of the J.J. Abrams Star Treks, a little accident happened and Romulus got destroyed. You know, things happen. And right now there's a civil war going on with the remnants of the Romulans fighting.
We have confirmation of a suitable planet. I'm patching us through to Tamir now.
Excellent work. You should head to Dewa 3 and set up some...
There's a civil war between the two factions of the remaining Romulans.
Dewa 3.
Romulan Star Empire.
This could be the new Romulan homeworld.
And the Romulan Republic.
The radiation levels of this planet made it uninhabitable, but long-range surveys have detected drops in the toxicity over the past few years. Our orders are to deploy sensory probes to scan the planet, and if they return
Probe Alpha target location. 16 kilometers away, that's about 10 miles.
Press the V key to scan the area. Your tricorder will point you toward your nearest objective.
Probe location beta. Two down. You can see my frigates.
A real warrior never mentions prey and strength.
Really? Practice all the way to a new system?
plasma torpedo's going to take care of him. Deploy the probe.
Nausicans. I hope that's the last we've seen of them.
Nauseating Nausicans.
The reports from the probe.
We've got a whole crew. 2 science officers, and I myself am a science officer. We're science-tastic. Scientific?
Wow. Look at this place. It's beautiful.
Survey DOA 3. Fauna, flora, water, and minerals. Gather plants.
Press the V key to scan the area. Your tricorder will point you toward your nearest objective. Scanning the radiation will cause a wave scanner minigame to appear. To play the minigame, use your arrow keys to line up the red waves with the blue waves in the background.
Oh. Radiation report. And I think we're going to have to deal with some of the wildlife. Viver cats.
Press H to holster and draw your weapon.
Three anomalies in the area. Up there? No, this way. Alright, here's one. Gather some more plants.
This plant displays remarkable similarity to the plants once found on Romulus.
Alright, we got a little water sample, and then Rehan sailbacks.
Fascinating. The water is barely tainted by the planet's radiation.
They keep walking until they vanish. Water sample, we're up to 30%. Another one right over here. Some mineral samples. Ah, there, didn't even see them. But I gathered them nonetheless. Observe wildlife. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, the nanov. I didn't even see the nanov there. Nanovs are pretty cool. characters as a pet mammoth.
The high amount of lead in these rocks could be the reason for the lowered radiation levels.
This is Temer. I've arrived at the outer rim of the planet. I'll be keeping a watch on any Tal Shiar or Nausicaan signals. How is the initial search going down there?
The planet is fairly wild, but it may be habitable.
Yes. It would be best to reserve judgments until we have a full picture of the planet. Take your time down there, and make sure nothing is overlooked. We can't...
Right. We are halfway done. 2 more radiation samples to scan as well. More critters. Alright, respawn point. We've got more radiation to scan. This is a pretty standard minigame that they use for a lot of things. Once you get the hang of it, it's really fast and easy. Oh, this will be the 3rd.
I'm detecting ancient and dilapidated structures nearby.
Oh, this is just another scan, but this is for a crafting item. Not for the radiation. More mineral sample. Here, some, nope, back there. No, I'm pretty sure we've got to go this way. They're having us winding back and forth around. Gathering plants. Is that an EPO? It is. Observe the wildlife. 70%? 80%. Something in here. Mineral sample. 85%. Critters. Ooh, armored critters. Gather plants.
This fern seems to be resistant to the ambient radiation on this planet. It could be useful in treating radiation sickness.
Armored happen. Nice flanking shot. Another plant sample. %. We've got more critters over there. This should get us to 100%. All we need is radiation levels. last batch of radiation levels. That is, I think, another crafty, not a radiation node. That direction, well, more sad to say. More kitties. Here? No. Gotta be around the other side then, I think. One anomaly in the area. Gotta be down here.
We should investigate that old bridge nearby when we're done with our scans.
And that's the last of the radiation. Then we'll investigate the old bridge. Basically use the up and down key to match the wave amplitude, and then the left and right to either tighten or elongate the wavelength. I'll observe the ancient bridge.
What's that? Tholians. What are they doing here? Tholians. Just what we needed. Tholians are known for not caring very much about us humanoids. I don't think they even know the difference between a Romulan and a Reman.
The ship isn't detecting any more Tholian ships.
The ship isn't detecting any more Tholian ships in orbit, but with our luck...
we will, confront the Tholians in nearby ruins. Or no. I guess we have to go. Will they let us cross? No, they won't. Well, they're all running, presumably, from the Tholians. Tholians hit pretty hard, too. And some of them have imposing armor, if memory serves. Almost to them. The metallic substance is what we want, the sign of a lost civilization. Trespassers, you will die before taking what is ours.
You can do extra damage to enemies by
The Tholian Lieutenant, Tholian Ensign. Alright, everyone. Attack the Tholian Lieutenant.
enemy targets on center.
Oh, through his shields. Alright, we got the Tholian Lieutenant taken care of.
The Tholians seemed interested in those rocks back there. Should we check it out?
No, we'll ignore them. Oh, fine.
Watch out! More Tholians inbound.
the way, sir. Why are they so interested in this site?
No idea. We'll find out once we have a second.
Because I'm a sexy beast. Where are they? Where are they? Lots and lots of Tholians.
One more group inbound, and it looks like they're sending one of their commanders.
It's okay. I'll strike a cool pose. Take out the beanie guys first. Tholian stasis drone. Tholian commander. Almost got him.
The Tholians wanted whatever is buried in those rocks. Let's see what's beneath them.
Doop, doop, doop. More rocks. It's an odd geode.
There appears to be a sword fossilized in this accretion layer. Trying to scan it now. Wait, this is incredible! There's definitely a blade here, and its composition and size match those of Vulcan blades from about 1900 years ago. There are only a few examples of those weapons left. Most of them were destroyed during the time of Awakening.
Let's open a channel to Tamir and tell him about our findings in the Tholians.
Greetings. What have you found? Interesting. The sword could prove to be something unbelievable. Maybe even something made by Saharian. I'm concerned about the Tholians, and I'm beginning a full scan for any of their ships in orbit.
Can you get this information to Detan?
Yes, we should. Hold on. We're under attack. It's the Tholians. Go to red alert. All hands prepare for battle.
How many are there?
Tamir has closed the channel, sir. I'll
beam us up. To the super macro scope.
We managed to take out a few Tholian ships, but now we're trapped within one of their webs. There are...
We have dealt 100,000 torpedo damage. Tamir?
Thank you. We don't have time to...
More Tholians. His shields have failed, and that poor Weaver is going to blow up. And the Recluse isn't going to be any happier with the result. It's going to suffer. Sector will be next.
Excellent work. Hopefully by the elements, a habitable planet and one of Saharian's lost blades? That could only mean that this planet must be one of the worlds our ancestors visited after the Sundering. I knew that their path could have taken...
Back to sector space. We'll probably hit the line. I'm going to call it an evening. Tomorrow, my schedule will be different than usual. I will be starting stream probably right at noon Pacific time, 5 hours early, as the launch of the new Path of Exile season. Go to Romulan Flotilla. Okay, well, I will actually do that first, then, won't I? We'll finish that up. So tomorrow is the launch for the new PoE season. Necropolis. Great name. I hope they live up to it. League mechanic didn't look that interesting to me, but we'll see. The last league was the best, in my opinion, the best they've had in years. Like 2 or 3 years, as the amount I've played previous leagues for the last couple of years has been very limited. Might play 1 build up into maps, maybe 2, but sometimes not even getting to maps. But in this particular case, this last league, I think I made 6 characters, got them all to maps, got a couple of them to tier 16 red maps, so the last league was a lot of fun. Hopefully this one will be too. Let's see, transporter logistics. I'll use the turbo lift. Hi, boss.
Greetings. I hope all is going well with you. Have you completed the planetary survey yet? Greetings. I hope...
Am I not supposed to talk to him? Who am I supposed to talk to? Oh, Datan. Where is Datan? Go through the ship space. Out the far side. Turn left. Turn right. Catan.
Jolan True, you found something incredible.
I know.
This will be the new home of the Romulan Republic. It will be Mol Rihan, New Romulus, and we will create a new way of life there. This is exactly what we needed to begin talks with the Klingons and the Federation at Khitomer. Unless you have any more questions, I would report to Tamer. I have many preparations to make.
I'll go speak to Tamer.
Good work. Oh. I knew you were the right person for this job.
I am clearly.
It will take us a long time to analyze the sword you found. We have to be very careful with something like this. But even the possibility of finding the sword of the Raptor Star has... Greetings.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Level 9.
We've made a breakthrough. We can't lay claim to Dewa 3 and make it our new home. Greetings. I have new orders.
We're going to the Khitomer conference, but not tonight. We will increase our hull capacity. And call it an evening right here. You had truffled the office. Did you miss much? I blew up a bunch of ships. My ship is the sexiest thing in space. I'm the second sexiest thing in space. Bullshit. I'm sorry. Something got in my throat. But I'm going to call it an evening. I should be back tomorrow at about noon Pacific. 3 p.m. Eastern. That's 7 or 8 p.m. GMT. Not positive because of the juggling around of the clock. So that will be with the new PoE League. I'll probably stream for a few hours. In the past, I have streamed as many as 8 hours. No, I did not swap it out for a Defiant. And actually, if you wanted to make the claim that the D'Deridex is sexier than the Valkis, I might have to agree. the Daredix is a fabulous design. Defiant's nice. It's perfectly nice. But the Daredix, the Valkis, I haven't seen, for myself, I haven't seen a Talaru. Talaru, I think, is really good looking too. Basically, I got a little bit of a thing for the Rami ships. So back tomorrow, earlier than usual. I will ping the Discord when I start, but it should be about noon Pacific. Once I might not be right at noon because there's always a bit of a queue. It might take 10 or 15 minutes for me to get in. As soon as I get in and get the character created, then I will ping Discord and start the stream. But I want to thank you guys for hanging out. As always, I am very appreciative. I hope you had a little bit of fun tonight. Admiring, perhaps sighing at the beauty of the Valkis. I mean, come on. It's just so pretty. It's such a pretty ship. So, back tomorrow with PoE. I hope the rest of your Thursday night goes great. And your Friday goes quickly to get you into the weekend. I'm back tomorrow. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great night tonight. Take care, and ciao for now. Good night, guys.